What's up, gents? Welcome to the Married Man Friday video. I need to come up with a good name for it. That's not one. All right, this week we are talking about the irony that this immense strength that I have in me and that I know that you have in you often must be directed at ourselves. So let's start at square one. If you're anything like me, you have a desire, this innate desire to be a warrior for something, right? I mean, some of us want to actually be a warrior and go be a Navy SEAL or a Marine or whatever. But regardless, we all want to be doing something meaningful, right? We want to fight the good fight. We want to win the sport. We want to close the deal. Whatever it is, we want to be fighting for something and building something. We have that strength in us, right? I believe that it is born in me, that I'm born with it. I'm created to have that. The interesting thing, though, is this tension between this strength and my ego that goes, I'm so strong and I'm so great. And so this week I had this experience where my wife and I are at odds and we're arguing, and my ego wants to make sure that more than anything else, I preserve my status as like, I'm the man, I'm so great, I'm right. I don't want to swallow my pride, right, and admit that maybe I was wrong, maybe I was selfish, maybe she was right, maybe I did say I would do that and I forgot, whatever it is. And so she has now become the enemy, and my ego has said that person, that target is attacking me and is going to knock me down a peg, so I got to fight back against the enemy that has now become my wife. So what I can do, if I can recognize that two forces are fighting, right? If this is a conflict, and one is my wife and the other is my need to feel great and not have my pride take a hit. And if I can separate myself from that and see this pride and this ego, not always, but at times as the villain, and I can use my immense strength, that warrior fighting spirit, to go, nobody's messing with my wife. Nobody's going to attack my marriage, not even myself. My ego doesn't get to attack my marriage, and my ego doesn't get to wound my wife, right? I talked about that in an email months ago. Like, I talk to my wife in ways that if somebody else did, I would straight knock him out. Then why do I allow myself to do that, right? So I want you to take that warrior fighting spirit and recognize that sometimes that strength is specifically needs to be directed at your own ego and your own pride that says it's more important to be right than to show love or care or compassion or humility to your wife. And that's just not the case. So you have crazy strength. You have warrior strength in you. Don't forget it, and recognize that sometimes you got to be the recipient of that strength. You got to be the target of that strength and put your own ego in check because you love your wife and you believe in your vision for your family and for your marriage that much. You guys are awesome. I care about you. I love you. I'll see you next week.